Okay, so the other day we took you on a little treasure hunt to find cinder blocks to go out at Curry and Braden's. Well, Mike has removed all of those. We used them up out there, and now he's replacing them with these flat cinder blocks. They had already bought these, so it was just kind of a nice trade out, and making a barrier to prevent water from going up under our barn until later down the road we can do something bigger and better. We had a little break on a bar on the tractor, so luckily Colby the welder knows how to fix that for us. So that's what's happening while Mike's out here working. Well, we're empty nesters again.
Yep, they're gone.
Because the kids moved in today. So we're going out to check out Greenlee's nursery. They've got it all set up and they want us to come out and see it. Here's a quick little glance at Greenlee's room. It's so adorable, and I know Curry and Braden are both just super excited to finally be able to decorate her nursery. And then this is a quick glimpse of her bathroom, and it just looks so wonderful as well. This morning we came out to hook up the washer and dryer for Curry and Braden. This is a very tight, small space, and the only way to get back behind the unit was to climb over the top. So Mike climbed over and out, and it was quite humorous to watch, actually. So I bet you can guess what day it is. Mowing day, of course, the job that never ends. Mike is working on cleaning out this fence line, and we're gonna move that brush with the tractor here in a little bit. All right, so they finally bloomed, and I'm getting a little ticked off at grasshoppers. They are wreaking havoc on them, so I don't know what I can do. I need to look it up, see if there's some kind of deterrent. I don't know, but they're really pretty, and I love that there's a variety of color. And this makes me so happy. We had another big shelf cloud roll in today, and crazy man Mike is out in the middle of the field mowing while I'm waving at him to get his rear in gear and get back up under shelter because it's lightning as well. Okay, so Tetanus Town. This is where I keep all of the barbed wire to make the crosses. So just so you people know, it could fall at any given moment. No, just kidding. It's actually very stable. But there's always risk of a snake or something being in here. There's still so much trash and junk that we have to clean out. And as time goes on, that will take place. But just showing you, I enter very cautiously every time. Gotta come gather some wire for crosses. Thanks for ordering, by the way. Okay, so now that Curry and Braden have moved in, the septic company has come back out to do a final grade. And so they just got here, and I'm just gonna walk out here and see. They should be like leveling out all the dirt and just making it pretty. A lot of you have been asking, like, what are they going to do with the front of the house? There's going to be a deck eventually on the front and one on the back. So it'll be beautiful, and that's just going to come kind of like after skirting probably. But all right, so there's the guy leveling that all out. So on our little mower, we have this tire that constantly goes flat, and we've just put off having it repaired because we have a compressor and we just air it up every time we use that mower. But today Mike has decided he's taking it off and gonna get it fixed. Alrighty, he got the tire off. Well, I think that's the tire that a piece of wire was sticking out of the side at one point in time. Because every day we find wire laying around still. I picked up wire this morning, right over there. Just a beautiful nature shot for you, a cicada coming out of its shell.
I don't know if you remember where that big crepe myrtle was at one point in time, and we did a little bit of a mini burn to get some of the roots out. But when we had the green, which we're going to show you that in a minute, when we did the green, we had some leftover grass. This is that tip tuff, and so it's got a tire mark through it. We won't talk about that one, but this is where I covered that up, and I've fertilized it and I've watered it. It's starting to look really, really nice. And Karen can show you the one over there. Remember, that was the big burn pile. I'll drive her over. But it's just fun. We're reminiscing about all of the different things that have happened, and the grass and some of the weeds and that kind of a thing. But remember, that was just a big ugly pile, and now it's dark green because of the fertilizer and the nitrogen in it and all that fun stuff. But anyway, I wanted to show you the golf green. As we drive out here, we were looking at old videos, and I mean, this looks like a golf course in some places where we've sprayed, and we've done weed killer, and we've done more spraying. And I have not done fertilizer over the entire place because it'd be too expensive. But I sprayed the Roundup over here on the right. I wanted Karen to show that because in one of the videos, I don't know if you remember, this Johnson grass was probably 4 or 5 feet high, and all of the panels and all of the trees and all of that garbage. So anyway, we just thought, hey, this would be a fun time to walk around and look at some different things.
We're not walking. We're
drive
driving.
around, sorry. But you can see the golf green, quote unquote. It's going to need some weed and feed, and we've got a couple bare spots and all that. But it's going to look so good. We're going to put another coat of I don't know, ½ inch of sand over it eventually, and make sure we weed and feed and do all of those kinds of things. So anyway, we're excited. We're excited that all of these things have been improved, and the field, I mean, I don't know if you can see just the grass and the upkeep and taking care of all of the little things that you've got to do to make a yard. I mean, it's a 5-acre yard now, but there was such good grass out here. The Bermuda was really, really strong, and it flows everywhere. And I don't know if Karen can even show this fence line. We added dirt down this fence line. Look how fast this Bermuda, once we put that good soil back on top and filled in this gap, just how close it is to just filling in completely. And I did some more spraying on the fence line. You can see it starting to die out. So it's going to be super cool. I can't wait till you see, about a year from now, all of the grass in the Bermuda. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So I'm not sure if you guys remember or not. I'm going to try to flash pictures of all the things we're showing you up on the screen. But when we got the place, there was a fence here. And since Braden and Curry bought this 1.5 acres basically back here, Mike and Braden have worked to remove this fence line. But this section over here was just full of cuckleburs, and we never really explored this section. The pond used to be right over here, and that's where we had that big massive burn pile a few weeks ago, and Mike worked hard to fill it in, level it out,
yeah,
and cover it up. So now then it's just nice and flat and level. And then we've got the little burn pile over here that's where we're gonna continually have fires, I guess. Any brush or limbs or anything like that we need to burn, that's where we'll do that. But it's so amazing how much different this place looks. Yesterday Mike cleaned out on the fence line back this way. We'll drive over there and show you that too.
Underneath the shaded area over to the right, I cleared out a section there of about, I don't know, 50 or 60 feet, and we'll have to keep going. But yeah. I wanted to mention this manure out of the side of the big barn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, you may have seen it, it's stacked up, but we're gonna fill in all of our gaps and stuff. The Bermuda grass, I've done it many places already, probably not shown anybody on the videos, but tried to make the ground more level by using this what's the word?
Fertilized
manure, dirt / whatever. It's got hay in it as well. But anyway, I'm gonna do this whole where we dug this out just a little bit to get all the roots and stuff with the tractor. We'll fill that all in level, and we've got other places we'll do the same thing. But it's just kind of fun to look at the difference, and then also see how good this Bermuda grass. It's unreal how much we've got. I mean, we've got a beautiful quote unquote yard because of all this Bermuda, and it is taking over so fast with all the rains, and this is the growing season. So, and I know Karen just mentioned I woohooed because that pond was such an eyesore, and now by the time this time next year, that will be totally covered in Bermuda as well.
I don't
never know it was there.
I don't even think it'll take that long as fast as it's growing. We get enough rain here that things maneuver along pretty quickly. Also, while we're here, I showed you earlier this morning that the septic guys came back out and leveled everything. So that is now done.
Well, it's not done. I got to put manure and stuff in that crack.
It's better.
Where the lateral lines
right there.
Dug down low.
Okay, so I have something kind of funny to share. So
it's funny to us anyway.
Yeah. So, you know, I've been making the barbed wire crosses, and I store my wire over in Tetanus Town here. Well, the other day I was in need of some baling wire to wrap the middle of the crosses, and I was like, Mike, if you happen to see any baling wire laying around, to save it for me because I need rusty baling wire to wrap the crosses. He said,
have you not seen on the side of Tetanus Town? I got this pretty cleaned up, and then I've got to push it with the tractor, but there's some other things I've got to do first. But this is unreal. This was just, I guess, every time they needed to throw wire somewhere, this is where they threw it. This and one other place.
And so I have endless supplies of rusty baling wire for my crosses.
So I'm going to continue cleaning off this fence line, but I wanted you to see our other collection.
Well, this is not baling wire. This is just like an old fence that's just been balled up, and bushes have grown through it, vines have grown through it. So that's a work in progress.
Yeah, I pushed it a little bit, but I just wanted to show you. It took me about an hour yesterday, maybe a little longer, to do this little fence line right here from, what is that, 30 feet?
Yeah, and I need to show you a little Southern engineering that we discovered. Mike may have seen this, but I just saw this yesterday for the first time. See these fence panels? Whoa. What was that? Oh, a locust was above my head. Okay. This is how these fence panels are hanging on for dear life. So when it does come time to remove these, this is going to be pretty easy because they had just hooked them on. I thought that was pretty funny. Baling wire and hooks as hooks. There's a new one for you. Okay, so this fence line, we've shown that to you before as well. But, you know, we removed the barbed wire a month or so ago, and you can see, I think, let me just step out here and show you this amazingly straight fence. Just kidding. I mean, it's an old fence, it's to be expected, but we do plan to fix this and make it all pretty and new again. Not certain when, but that'll look very different someday. This right here is a little flashback to October 2021, the very first time we ever got to come over and see the property. And then, of course, what it looks like today as we are out touring around. So Mike is wanting me to give you guys a super good look at this grass because he said there are people that pay big money for grass like this, and he's right. It is plush and carpet-like. So great. He's really proud of this grass, just FYI.
Now we're out on the road where they put the new posts in for the kids' house, but
power line.
I started clearing off. I don't even know if we showed that from the power line to where the trees and bushes and all that is. I cleared that little section out, I don't know, a month ago or so, but I want to get it all the way to the end of our fence line. And so we just thought, we don't show you a lot of before and after sometimes. I'm horrible about it. Karen's great. She's constantly like, you didn't record that? So I'm letting you see it, and then afterward I'll show you what the fence line will look like when it's all cleared out.
Someday.
It's the only tree on the property I didn't take care of. I feel horrible. Poor tree. I sprayed a bunch of Roundup. You can see in a lot of these spots and some of the grasses. I've been doing that little by little. So after a while, we'll have a noticeable difference getting rid of some of these yucky weeds, especially the Johnson grass.
He's referring to the ditch here where he sprayed.
You can see the dead spots. Here, there was some more of this down grass. I wiped it out, hopefully, or at least the little ones that are left.
But we think the view has certainly changed since we purchased the place. We do still plan, Mike is going to prune this tree significantly.
I'm gonna take it down to the three main branches, cut off the deads, and it'll come back, and then we'll just have to maintain it every year so that it doesn't get too tall again, but it'll get bushy. It'll look nice.
By the way, this is the tree that the storm took out part of, and it landed on Mike's truck.
Have you guys seen, I know you've seen the mint, but look at her beautiful flowers she planted. She's really proud of them.
Yeah, every day there's another and another and another.
Lots of pretty
blooming.
colors.
And I told y'all those stinking grasshoppers. Every time I come out here, I pick grasshoppers off of them. Oh, there was a hummingbird here yesterday. I forgot.
It's getting better and better. I'm gonna have all this cleared out, and the bricks are gonna be on a pallet. If we ever need to move them, we can just pick them up and move them. One of these days, if we ever have to move all these bricks.
Real quick, I'm going to flash a before and after of this area for you. And it's not totally done, like you said, but a before for sure to show you the cray-crayness that was back here. Here's a quick little view of the stable then versus now. Still lots more to do there, but just thought we'd share that too. And I know we've shown you guys this picture multiple times over, but oh my wow, you guys, it never gets old to us seeing how far we've come with this place. Well, another week in the books. That was week 75 that just kind of flew on by.
It's been a cool week, very exciting for the kids because they got their power on and they got to move in. And it was interesting because we were mentioning it last week. When did we get what?
Okay, sorry, distraction. We just went on a little date, where we just go out to dinner and then come home because we're boring, like we did last week. And some of you gave us suggestions of what we could do, and I forgot to share those with him. But anyways, on the way home, I told Mike that I hadn't heard from a certain person in a very long time, a friend. I just got a text from them, and I'm seeing it on my screen. So whoa, that's cool.
She heard us thinking about them.
Okay, sorry, squirrel.
So anyway.
Sorry. I think he was saying before I interrupted him, maybe about the kids moving in their house.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, and I'm gonna do a home tour as soon as they get all settled in. And you'll get to see all that. I'll probably do a from start to finish shed to home video, which will be kind of cool. That'll just be strictly about their house only. So I'll let you know when that comes out. But it's exciting for them. Greenlee had not got to have a nursery yet. And so they've just had so much fun decorating it. You saw it, it's beautiful. So that's exciting.
I was gonna say, and as a result of that, she's got her studio to herself again, and Curry's got her own space to do her business here in the extra room. And so she's been creating and making and doing jewelry orders and doing all
T-shirts
kinds
and
of cool
crosses and all that fun stuff. So I appreciate you guys placing orders. I've had quite a few shipments go out this week, so keep them coming in. So this was our question last week, and we honestly couldn't remember, so
I went back and searched, and it was a week before Thanksgiving. That's how long it'd been. So anyway, but while I'm looking for that, oh look, Karen, do you remember this? Oh my word, I forgot about that. And it's mind-blowing to us, even though we obviously did all this every week. We forgot.
And we see it every day.
Yeah, where fences were and where trees were and where certain things were. But anyway, so we went down memory lane. You saw all that. And that's part of the reason we did that, because it was just kind of fun to remind ourselves and hopefully remind you of some of those things that were there and are no longer there, or now there's things that were not there and are there. So
yeah.
In both ways, it's a good thing.
It's pretty amazing. Anything else? Oh, we have a question of the week for you. So growing up, I had both dogs and cats because we lived out in the country, and sadly people would just dump their animals on us, so we just kind of accumulated animals. Mike grew up with dogs, just one.
Ever?
Yeah, Duchess.
No, that's not true. I had a dog
later on in life.
In college.
Yeah. But he had dogs, and then when we got married, we had a dog together, and then we've had a few dogs while our kids were little. But now then, we just have Salem, and so I am more of a cat person personally. I think Mike has become a cat person.
I like dogs too.
Our two sons and their wives both have dogs. Curry and Braden only have cats. So what are you? Are you a dog person or a cat person? Or maybe you're a bird person. I don't know. Tell us what animal is your favorite, and that'll be our question of the week.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it.
Well, y'all have a great week, and as always,
don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment for sure.
All right, God bless.
Thanks for watching.